about my love. Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
FSU and Clemson want to come to the SEC.
Oh no.
What? Oh, someone's scared up there.
Is somebody scared of the ACC? Are you kidding me, Hayden? Who's won the most championships in the ACC over the last 20 years?
Clemson
and Florida State.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying is Manny's scared because he said, "Oh no."
When you think of at the ACC, what two teams do you think of?
Clemson, FSU.
Exactly.
And North Carolina because of basketball.
When you watch the ACC,
we didn't talk about basketball.
Hey, bro.
Well, I mean,
I think of ACC.
Maybe for me, I think it's more NC State and Clemson. And maybe Florida State. I mean, yeah, they're probably one for me too. But like, I don't know. I just.
Well, it's like they've been doo-doo in your early life. Like they were a powerhouse.
That's what I'm saying. But
I'll tell you the only other.
I love watching Wake Forest play.
The only other school that you could probably mention, but they have not been prominent. The other two, I'll say the other two schools that you can honestly mention. One of them hasn't been prominent at all, but the other one used to be prominent back in the day. Virginia Tech and Miami.
Yep.
As soon as the Big East split up and Virginia Tech had to come to the ACC, it was over. They had like a couple good years when Frank Beamer was there, and then that was done.
Yep.
So they still got one of the coolest night shows though in Blacksburg when they do the Enter Sandman though.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for the new college football game, bro. They said that they got the license for that. I'm gonna be playing as Virginia Tech online every single time, bro.
It's gonna be nuts.
Oh, of course. I think more of Duke when it comes to basketball.
Hey, stop reading Sora's comment over there.
Sorry, bro. I when I think of Duke, I think more of their basketball, not the football.
Bro.
Like I see it, but
football powerhouse.
They're not really a football powerhouse.
Come on, bro.
Like Clemson and Florida State over the past years.
What y'all think, chat? What y'all think when somebody says ACC? What is the school that comes to mind first? Maybe two. We'll say what two schools come to mind first.
How do these two teams do in the SEC though?
I think their recruiting gets better.
Yeah.
I think the rivalries make sense because you know what? Florida State's rival is Florida, and Clemson's rival is South Carolina, and those games will matter more. I mean, nobody likes to lose. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody wants to lose a game out of division at the end of their season because it just messes everything up. If you're going for a bowl game, it messes it up because you're going to get a lower seeded team or you're going to get a higher seeded team depending on how the pendulum swings, and it messes up your recruiting too. Because you're not playing competitive teams. Nobody, I mean, let's keep it for real here. When Florida State was prominent, we were beating Wake Forest every year, Syracuse every year. You know what I'm saying? Like Clemson had the same type of schedule. They were beating Virginia. Like you go to the SEC, every single week is going to matter, which only is going to make your program and players and the money for your school and everything more prominent.
Yeah.
Fishing will agree with that. What's your perspective on it?
It definitely does. I mean, let's say Florida and FSU are both got one loss at the end of the year to get into the conference championship. Not only are you losing a rivalry game, but you're losing your spot to the conference championship. That's one example. But when you're in a conference like this, and this could get deep if you really want to. But this is the start, really, kind of, I believe, of the super conference thing that people are kind of floating around. Once we got Texas, Oklahoma into the SEC, the Big Ten went and got USC, UCLA. If we get Clemson and FSU, maybe they go get Washington, Oregon, and I think it's just going to end up just all coming together, depending on if the money and the deals can be worked out with the TVs and everything.
Why don't they just make 4 divisions? Why don't they just do a north, south, east, and west division? I don't understand why we're making this so complicated.
More
Because people in these conferences want to rule college football.
They do.
That's why, and that's what the thing with all these TV deals. And this is the thing about why FSU and Clemson want to leave. They are through a TV deal through 2036. The Big 12 went with Texas and Oklahoma trying to leave. They had a TV deal through 2026. They paid like $100 million or so. They're getting out in 2024. The amount of money that's going to cost FSU and Clemson, unless they work out deals, which there's plenty of ways that they could try to do it, the amount of money is going to be astronomical for them to get out. And if they do leave, the grant of rights, every single penny that they make is going to belong to the ACC because of that contract, unless they find a way to get out of it.